Hi, beautiful guys and gals, Taylor here. Welcome back to my playthrough of Detective Pikachu Returns. Last time we continued to play in Pikachu's flashback. We found out how Pikachu met Harry's dad at the time. We also found out how they became so close. We continued exploring down in the underground area we were in, got up on the elevator, and now we're outside and enjoying the fresh air. So this time we're going to see if we can keep going. So let's go.
This must be the charcoal kiln hut. Okay.
We did it, Pikachu. We made it to the charcoal kiln. I was told this is where the Berserk Pokemon appeared. Investigating the incident's the whole reason I'm here. We ran into a Berserk Pokemon on the way here, too. I learned something from that encounter, at least. Humans, that definitely has something to do with the Berserk Pokemon. Let me think back on what I've seen so far. 2 suspicious guys and a Lairon that went Berserk right in front of us. The Lairon was calm when I first saw those 2 guys, but once they started running away, Lairon went Berserk. Oh, I bet you this is the stuff he's talking about called R. Did it go berserk because it was scared of us or for some other reason? Lairon's eyes caught my attention too. Its eyes are usually light blue, but they went red and when it started going berserk. Something about that feels off to me. Those guys seemed very flustered when they saw me. They didn't seem like locals to me. They probably came here from somewhere else. Judging by the way Pikachu reacted to him, I'm pretty sure they had something to do with Lairon going berserk.
Okay.
Well, I think that's about all I've got to ponder. Time for some deduction. So, it turns out humans are involved in the Berserk Pokemon incidents in Bamboo Burrow. Those 2 suspicious-looking guys I saw in the forest looked like they were trying to avoid being seen by other people. And that Lairon was probably a Pokemon they brought along with them. The question is, why did Lairon go Berserk? I'll try to deduce whether there was any strange about Lairon's behavior when it went Berserk. Why? Lairon was forced. No, it was forced to. Something definitely seemed off about Lairon's red eyes, not to mention the way it went berserk. I felt like it wasn't even thinking straight, almost like it just lost its mind all of a sudden. Why did it react so violently? I need to get to the bottom of this. Let's assume, for the sake of the argument, that Lairon was forced to go berserk. Considering all the destruction in the bamboo forest and Lairon's violent, out-of-control behavior, it all makes sense that those 2 guys forced Lairon to go berserk. Though how they did it, I'm not sure. There might be more evidence back there. Once I'm done investigating here, I'll go take another look around the bamboo forest. Those 2 are really the ones making Pokemon go berserk, then. What's wrong? Seriously? Lairon's back.
Watch out!
Oh, well, Harry got knocked out. Unleash Thunderbolt.
Oh, hey, nice job.
Oh, its eyes aren't red anymore.
Hey, are you okay? Looks like those jerks were using you. What's this? Of brilliance! Pokemon have been going berserk, and this stuff is why. Exactly. You think so too? If this gets out into the world, it'll be a disaster. I will not let that happen. Thanks for all your help, buddy. Bye now.
Huh?
Wanna come? Well, this looks great on you. Right, let's go.
So that's how Pikachu got its signature cap. That's cute.
Pikachu! Wake up, Pikachu!
Ugh, I fell asleep again? Oh, hey, Tim, what's with that look? Come on, you worry too much. How are you not concerned about this, Pikachu? You keep collapsing out of nowhere. Aren't you at all anxious about what might be causing that? Do you have any idea how worried we've all been? You're right, Tim. I'm sorry. I was trying to downplay it to keep you all from worrying, but I guess that backfired. Sorry, Pikachu. I didn't mean to go off on you like that. No, I needed to hear it. I'll get myself checked out after we finish the investigation. But for now, we gotta focus on finding Rachel and Jessica. Hurry up. Let's go. Well, wait. We can't go rushing in. We don't know what's in there. Don't worry. I've been here before with Harry. It's safe in here, and there's an elevator in the back. We won't get lost. You jogged more memories about this place? Huh? Mind filling me in? You met Dad in the bamboo forest, right? Did you two come here next? Pretty much. Things got pretty hairy after I gave Pancham its medicine. Harry and I encountered a berserk Pokemon, and we ended up here after we ran away. You had to run? What happened? I had Pikachu look after Pancham, and I headed in the direction of the roaring. What? Sounds like his memories are jumbled again. As I was heading toward where the loud roar came from, I saw Hoo-Hoo flying away as fast as its wings could carry it. I knew right away that Hoo-Hoo must have encountered a berserk Pokemon. I wanted to confirm it, though, so I climbed up a huge boulder and headed toward where Hoo-Hoo had come flying from. When I saw Harry heading that way, I scrambled up the boulder to catch up with him and left Pancham behind. This isn't quite making sense. After Harry and I climbed the boulder, we ran into these two shady guys and a berserk Pokemon. The berserk Pokemon started attacking us, so we ran away and ended up stumbling into the storage area. I'm not sure how accurate his memory is from some parts of the story. Guess the one consistent thing is that they escaped the berserk Pokemon by running into the storage area. The people of Bamboo Burrow use the storage area. Some Pokemon live here, but it's generally a safe place. The storage area, huh? I guess that's why it's such a sturdy structure. There's an elevator up ahead that we can use to get to the ground level. It'll let us out onto the other side of the bridge, which is perfect. The power doesn't always work, but I know how to fix that. Wow, really? I guess we're covered then. Yeah, totally. Anyway, we can get out of here if we just follow the path beyond the gate. I know exactly what to do. Sounds straightforward, but we should still be careful. I'm worried about your condition. I appreciate it. Now let's go find Rachel and Jessica. Wait a second. I want to organize my thoughts first. Yeah. No. You couldn't have climbed the same boulder twice. Oh, it is. If what Pikachu said is true, it would mean he climbed that huge boulder twice. I doubt he climbed down the boulder just to climb it a second time. He also said he followed my dad. What does this all mean? Okay, let's head further into the storage area. Sounds good. Oh, it's a young goose. Pikachu, what's up with these huge rocks all over the place? These weren't around the last time I was here. Where the heck did they come from? Well, lucky for us, I know exactly who to ask for help with this kind of stuff. Let's do this, Pangoro. You want me to push these rocks, right? Mind if I get to it? Go for it. Do your thing, Pangoro. Nice. Now we can keep going. Thanks for the assist, Pangoro. Oh, great. Now we got more rocks. All right. Thank you both. Looks like we can continue now. Diggersby, excavator extraordinaire. Hey, it's Diggersby. What are you doing in a place like this? I'm working on my artistic creations, dig it? What do you mean? All these nice blocks I made today, they're my pride and joy, you dig? Don't they look great? You mean you're the one who dug up those holes and left behind all those boulders? I sure dig. Hope you enjoyed them. Enjoy isn't the first word that comes to mind. We filled those holes. They were in the way. You did what? You ruined my precious artistic creations? Sorry, but we didn't have a choice. It was our only way through. Let's go, Pikachu. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. These must be the elevator buttons. Let's get Tim over here before we press anything. This is the elevator's power unit. It generates electricity that keeps the whole thing running. It looks pretty banged up. Yeah, it used to break down all the time. The master of the charcoal shop had to whack it with bamboo to get it running again. Well, that explains all the dents. I'm surprised to hear that hitting it actually worked. Nah, it still kept breaking, so Harry and I fixed it up. Wow, you two did that together? Yep, and these dents are just how we left them. That means the old man hasn't had to whack it back into running order ever since. So it's been working smoothly since you and Dad fixed it. Then we shouldn't have any trouble with it. Yep, and it's a good thing for me. What do you mean? Well, fixing it up required using electric type moves. Actually, never mind. Forget I said anything. Anyway, let's take this elevator back outside. It's a little jiltic. Yes. Looks like these elevator buttons are working. I guess none of the memories that came back to me will come in handy after all. That's not true. They helped us get all the way here. Now we just gotta ride the elevator up, and... It came from above. This can't be good. Let's hurry on up.
Come on. Stressing out won't make this go any faster, Tim.
That roar came from somewhere nearby. Keep your guard up. Right, let's go. Wait, is that Rachel, Jessica, Tim? Wait, that guy.
Looks like I got what I was after. I just need to capture that detective.
I've already given you the research data. Just leave us alone.
What did you say? You've got a lot of nerve making demands of Unitas.
Unitas?
Thought it was Unitas.
Been waiting for you, great detective. Now you're dealing with an elite. Golem, attack! We're up, Kangaroo!
Stop, Golem.
Just get the thing off. Kangaroo, hold on a little longer.
Damn it. Okay, mash it at the right time. Go. Got it.
I did it.
Yeah, you better run away. I thought it was another button mashing thing. I didn't know I had to wait for the right time for that second prompt. Phew, that was pretty insane. I'm glad he took off. Pikachu, Pangoro. That looked like a tough opponent to handle. Are you two okay? That was nothing for us, right, Pangoro? I get the feeling you two could handle just about anything. Seems like Rachel and Jessica are okay too. That's great to hear. We should go check in with them.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm fine too. But they stole something really important.
That man in black from earlier, it sounded like he was with some group called Unitas. Unitas? What's that? He knew I was carrying something important too. What does this all mean? Breathe, Jessica. It's okay. You're safe now. I can't believe this is happening. I understand it might be difficult to talk about, Jessica, but do you think you can answer some questions? Sure, I can do that.
Excuse me?
The man in black mentioned something called Unitas. Can you tell me more about that? Yes, you remember that project I told you about before? The one Emma launched with the lab in Rhyme City? It was called the Unitus Project. Huh? They have the same name? It surprised me as well. But why? Why would they use the same name as Mama's project? Jessica told us before that the project was canceled and the lab was shut down. Maybe that guy used to work at the lab back when it was still running. Do you remember ever seeing him? No, I've never seen him before. He knew who I was, though. So that man in black just now was with the Unitus organization. There's no way this is all a coincidence. Agreed. There's got to be something behind all this.
Excuse me?
Jessica, what did that Unitus guy steal from you? Research data. Emma collected it at the lab. What? You were just carrying that around? Yes, I kept it on a thumb drive. I thought of it like a good luck charm. But why? Were you planning to continue your research? No, quite the opposite, actually. The research data could spell danger for both humans and Pokemon. I figured I should hold on to it to keep that from happening. I can't believe my mom would research something so dangerous. The research itself about how people and Pokemon could live together in harmony. Emma was specifically focused on the possible interactions between Pokemon and human consciousness. In the middle of her research, she made an unexpected discovery. A way for a human to take full control of a Pokemon's consciousness. Or even fuse their own consciousness with it. That's horrifying. Emma thought so too. That's why she kept her data hidden from everyone at the lab. I was the only person she told where she kept it. She must have really trusted you, Jessica. Yes, but I couldn't fully understand all the data. It was a bit above my level of expertise. When the lab shut down after the R incident, I took the research data with me. And now the Unitus goon has it. I should have deleted it when I had the chance, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. It's okay, I understand. Dr. Myers meant a lot to you, and you wanted to remember her. Yes, thank you, Rachel. Unitus must have known what was in that research data.
What do you think, Tim? Jessica sure gave us a lot to consider, huh?
No kidding.
So, she was attacked by people who were after Emma's research data.
They call themselves Unitus. The same name as Emma's project. Which means, if we head to the lab...
That's exactly. This mystery's been twisty, but I think we're starting to get it.
You're right. I suspect that...
Wait, Tim. Just a second. I'd like to back up our theory a bit more before we go and get too excited. We'll start tomorrow morning, organizing all the information we've collected up to now. This view of the bamboo forest is reminding me of Harry.
Did you and my dad come out this way too?
Sure did. This is where me and Harry faced down a rampaging Lairod together. Good times.
It's wild to think about. You and my dad were right here.
Yeah, it wasn't a cakewalk, let me tell you.
I saw these two suspicious-looking guys in the bamboo forest, and when I tried to reason with them, they were having none of it. And Harry couldn't understand me when I tried telling him. Those guys suddenly took off running, and that's when Lairon attacked us. Did Lairon go berserk because of R? Yeah, I didn't know about R at that point, but the vial I found then was a big clue. I see. By the way, what do you mean when you say you tried to reason with them? I wanted to suss them out first by talking to them. Running straight in didn't seem like the right move. They tried to play dumb, said something about harvesting bamboo shoots. Then they used some R to make Lairon go berserk. What's up, Tim? You haven't forgotten about R, have you? What's bugging you? Well, let me ask again. You said you tried to reason with those two suspicious men. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Pikachu can't speak. Yeah, the men wouldn't listen to him, right? That did seem strange at first. What? How is that it? Oh, they could understand. Okay, I wasn't reading them correctly. Of course, I'm the only one who can understand what Pikachu says. So how was he able to talk? Maybe he got confused when he heard Dad talking to those guys.
Pikachu, can I have a word with you?
Have a word. What's this about, Tim?
If you don't mind, I'd like to talk to you in private.
In that case, let's chat in there.
Oh, I wonder what's gonna happen. Bamboo burrow. Charcoal kiln hut in the bamboo forest.
So, what's so important that we need to talk alone? Oh, do you need relationship advice?
Yeah, you wish. Ever since we got to this area, you've been acting really strange.
You think so? I guess all those memories rushing back jumbled my brain.
Well, let's start unjumbling it then.
Sounds good to me. Where should we start?
So,
Okay, let's go in chronological order. When my dad came here, do you remember the first thing he did?
Well, Harry came here to investigate the berserk Pokemon incident. But the gate to the bamboo forest was locked, so I had to borrow the key. After that, we had our fateful encounter.
couldn't have gotten the key twice.
Don't you find that a little unusual?
Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, Harry was the one that actually borrowed the key.
You never met my dad before you crossed paths in the bamboo forest, right?
Yep, that's right.
In that case, don't you think it's strange? I mean, how could you even know about what happened before you met my dad?
Huh? Now that you mention it, that is strange. Maybe I heard from Harry?
After that, you helped pinch him in the bamboo forest?
Yeah. I was by his side the whole time, protecting him until his injury got better. Tracking down the medicine was tough.
But how is that possible?
Yeah, how could a Pikachu gone to look for the medicine if he stayed by Pancham the entire time?
That doesn't make sense. If you were with Pancham the whole time, you couldn't have gone looking for medicine.
I could have sworn I stayed with him. Maybe I left once to go look around for some medicine.
After Pancham recovered, do you remember what happened next?
Yeah. I heard a Pokemon roar from somewhere way off in the forest. I saw some Pokemon flee, so I figured there was something beyond the boulder.
And then what?
I climbed the boulder and continued on. And then I followed Harry and climbed the boulder too.
Just as I thought. Your memories have gotten all mixed up.
So were there actually two boulders? No, that don't make sense. No, that's too much. No, let me try that again.
Something else that seems unnatural here.
Let's try again. So did he climb the same boulder twice? There we go.
Pikachu. If what you said is correct, wouldn't that mean you climbed the boulder twice?
That's what I I said, but maybe I got mixed up because I saw Harry climb it?
As you went deeper into the bamboo forest, what did you find?
I came across a suspicious duo with a Laron. And I remember calling out to them. I shouted something like, "Excuse me, what are you doing here?" They tried to play dumb, and then the Laron suddenly came charging at us.
Wait a second. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, Pikachu can't talk. Yeah.
That suspicious duo. Isn't it strange that they could understand what you were saying?
Yeah, guess you have a point. Maybe Harry said it for me?
When are you gonna catch on?
So, the two of you escaped from danger and decided to become partners. That's when you received the hat, right?
Yeah. I gave this hat to Pikachu as a gift. And Harry put it on my head?
Yeah, Harry's the one who gave Pikachu the hat. Are you catching on?
Pikachu, you say you got the hat from my dad, but you also gave it to Pikachu?
That's right. How strange. I'm starting to remember more. This whole thing started with that car accident. I remember driving my car that day with my partner, Pikachu. Suddenly, the brakes failed and we crashed in a valley. And then I got thrown out of the car. And everything started to fade, and I blacked out. All I remember is Pikachu desperately crying for help. But, of course, his memories up to that point were Harry's.
What is the matter? You do not appear to be injured. It is too late for him. He is fading as we speak. You would go that far? I will need your physical form to save him. Even I cannot say for certain what will happen. Knowing this, do you still wish to save him? Very well. However, I have one condition. My cells are being used by some humans for nefarious ends. I want you to retrieve them for me. The fate of this human rests in the strength of your bond with him. Now.
So, wait.
Anyway, that's what went down between me and you two.
It sounds to me like Dad and Pikachu had a really strong bond.
Yeah. By the way, Tim, don't you want to know what me and you two talked about after the Yar incident?
Huh? Do you remember what happened then, too?
Yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday. Crystal clear.
Is he finally starting to catch on?
After we solved the Yar case, I went out to that alley to meet up with you two. Here you are, just like I promised you.
Indeed. Thank you.
So, that means it's my turn now.
Before we proceed, there is something we must discuss.
Oh yeah? Don't tell me you can't do it now.
Right now, Pikachu's consciousness and your human consciousness coexist within you. It is a miracle that this balance has endured as long as it has. I can only imagine that your trust in one another has made this possible. If I were to forcibly separate the two,
You're saying you can't guarantee that I'd survive that.
correct. I would say you have a 50% chance of survival. We don't have much time. Have you decided on which one to choose?
Yeah, I've made up my mind. I'll take my chances with that 50%.
So be it.
Hey, wait a second! When you say I might not survive, do you mean just me or Pikachu too?
Your fate and Pikachu's are inextricably intertwined.
Then I can't afford to leave this up to chance. Sorry, can you wait before making me human again? Please. I'm sure Tim will figure something out. Besides, I'd like to be here and watch him grow up. I'm sorry, Tim. Can't come home just yet.
Very well. However, because you used a moon code, you are now in a precarious situation. If your human consciousness remains this strong, Pikachu's will disappear.
But what can I do?
I will restore the balance between your consciousnesses, and you will forget that you now remember.
Amnesia again? Hey, wait! If you do that, how am I supposed to tell Tim I'm...
All of this time I've been looking for my dad. And all along, he's been right beside me.
I'm sorry. I should have realized it sooner.
You think that's why we could understand each other?
Yeah, that really should have been our biggest clue, huh? After all, you're my own flesh and blood. You've really grown up, Tim. You finally found me. Thank you.
So, what do I call you now? Should I call you Dad? I mean, you're my dad, but you're a Pikachu too.
Yeah, it'd be weird if someone overheard you. Pikachu is fine for now.
Huh?
Just until I'm back to normal.
Yeah, sounds good, Pikachu.
I better get back to normal soon, for everyone's sake.
Thanks to my dad's strong bond with Pikachu, Mewtwo was able to save his life. But our work isn't finished just yet. The name of Emma's project was Unitas, the same name as the organization. We need to investigate the Unity Lab next.
Oh man, what a chapter, guys. Finally he figured it out. I knew all along, but yeah, Pikachu is actually Tim's dad's consciousness inside of Pikachu's body. I thought that was crazy. The next morning, at Tim's apartment.
Today is the last day of Pokemon Friendship Week. A variety of events are being held across the city to celebrate. And tonight, Mayor Myers will unveil what he calls a revolutionary device that will make Rhyme City proud. Expectations are high for this device, which is meant to bring people and Pokemon closer together.
Tonight, huh?
Do you think Mayor Myers is really connected to Unitas?
There's only one way to find out. We need to go ask the mayor himself. Let's sum up what we know so far. Sure. An organization went after Mewtwo and stole my Harry's body from it. The same organization has also been putting cubes on Pokemon that force them to do their dirty work. Right, and that organization's name is Unitas, which is the same name that Emma, Rachel's mother, used for her final project. The Unitas Project. That shared name, along with people involved, makes it pretty clear the two are related. As for a lab capable of mass-producing machines as complicated as the cubes, Emma's old facility is the only one that fits the bill. Isn't it shut down, though? Apparently not. Huh, what do you mean? Word is some people have been going in and out of that facility recently. Where did you hear that? Tim. Do you realize how long I've been living in Rhyme City as a Pokemon? Between all of the Pokemon we've met our cases on, I've got eyes and ears just about everywhere. I see, and now that you have my dad's memories back, yep, I combined that knowledge with the latest info I've gathered. So trust me, that lab is operational.
The abandoned Pokemon Unity Lab. I bet we'll find all the answers there.
Don't forget, we also need to get Dad's body back.
Right. It's gonna be a long day. Make sure you're all prepped, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bamboo charcoal pizza we brought back from Bamboo Burrow. They sure make a mean pie. They sure do. It was super generous of the manager to thank us for our help with free pizza. We still got leftovers from yesterday. Maybe we'll have a nibble before we head out. It's today's newspaper. I wonder what they're covering. Oh, we got a lot. You made the front page, Pikachu. Hey, yeah, I was taking a break after eating at the pizzeria in Bamboo Burrow. Sure was nice of them to comp us some pizza as thanks for carrying the charcoal. But did you really have to eat that many slices, Pikachu? Hey, cut me some slack. I was out there moving boulders with Pangoro and I stopped that golem from rolling right at us, too. That's kind of strenuous activity works up the appetite, you know. Didn't expect to make headlines for it, though. Maybe this is a good lesson for you about the dangers of overeating. Please, not eating something so delicious is way more dangerous if you ask me. Right. Remind me again who stuffed himself so full of pizza that he needed to be carried home? Well, you see that, sorry about that. What? There was a robbery in Bamboo Burrow? Yeah, at the curry joint. But it looks like they caught the robber right away. Oh, and look who stopped the robber. It was that Gumshoes we met. Gumshoes really took a liking to those curry buns. It was probably staking the place out, hoping for another chance to eat some. I'll bet my hat that's how it came across the robber. It says here that the owner of the curry shop actually gave Gumshoes from curry buns as a reward. Well, there you go. I guess the stakeout paid off. Here's a research article about the relationships between bug Pokemon in different environments. It says even bug Pokemon that don't get along in one environment might become friends in another. The Heracross and Vikavolt we ran into at Bamboo Burrow were a perfect example of that. Heracross and Pinsir are both bug Pokemon, but usually they do not get along. But throw Vikavolt into the ecosystem and voila, Pinsir and Heracross start teaming up. That tense standoff between Heracross and Vikavolt sure had me sweating. Can you imagine if a Pinsir had been there too? Things could have escalated into a real beauty of a bug battle. I'm just glad Sylveon was able to calm them down. It's a feature of the curry place where Squovet was helping out. That's the joint that's famous for its super spicy tomato berry curry, right? Yeah, I remember Professor Gordon saying he really likes tomato berries. Those berries are incredibly spicy, aren't they? They sure are. I tried some of that curry when I was in Bamboo Burrow way back then. It was so spicy that I thought my tongue was going to melt off, but boy, was it delicious. Couldn't imagine eating that stuff every day, though. Squovet's got to have a cast iron stomach. Wait, are those berries that spicy? No wonder Squovet wanted something sweet. Yamper health regimen. I wonder how that works. Maybe Yamper zaps you with some electricity to loosen the knots in your shoulders or something? Yamper are real dynamos, so I could see them being good at that sort of thing. Sure, I guess that might work, but it also sounds like it'd be pretty painful. Besides, that's not what the Yamper health regimen is at all. It actually just says you should take Yamper to a park and run around with it. Run around with that little live wire? I don't think so. Listen to me, Tim. That's no health regimen. That's a marathon. Well, whatever they call it. Exercise is still good for you, isn't it? It looks like they're hosting a meetup for beginners at Tanidi Park. Why don't you join them, Pikachu? Yeah, running around in circles is going to be hard for me to pass. For me, Tim. I'm the brains of this operation, not the brawn. What happened to the great detective tip number 12? Use those legs while investigating. Oh, you did not just use my own tips against me. A contest to see who looks the most like me? Wow, whoever came up with that idea deserves a raise. Looks like it was held at Faltu Plaza. Most of the participants entered their partner Pokemon into the contest. But some people actually entered themselves, decked out in homemade Detective Pikachu costumes. Whoa, I really do have that many fans. Not sure I'm ready for that level of popularity. Oh yeah? Then why are you grinning so hard right now? So who won the contest? The winner was a last-minute entry, a wild Mimikyu. Look, Pikachu, it even had a detective hat like yours. What do you know? I've even got Pokemon super fans. Being loved like this, it really hitting me right in the warm and fuzzies. Wow, it says here that Dracloak fly at over 120 miles per hour. The one that we met was flying really slowly when it was looking for Dreepy. I didn't realize Dracloak could actually fly that fast. They probably didn't want to fly so fast that it flew right past Dreepy. Over 120 miles per hour, huh? Amanda drives like a maniac, but I think Dracloak could give her a run for her money. Don't even joke about something that terrifying. Wait, there's a mythical Pokemon in the forest at Bamboo Burrow? I didn't hear anything about it when we were at the Bamboo Forest, did you? Nope, and considering the timing, you'd think they would have come up... How do they describe this mythical Pokemon? It says no one actually seen it clearly. There are just reports of people peeking into tall grass when they hear a sound, but finding nothing but a hole in the ground. Someone did see a shadowy shape leap away from them, though. Hey, Pikachu, what if it's a Pokemon we actually know? No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's gotta be Dunsparce. We convinced that researcher guy to keep Dunsparce a secret, but it looks like the word got out anyway. Poor Dunsparce probably just wants to live a quiet life. I guess it'll have to lay low until the rumors die down. Of course, he got selfish. Alright guys, well, I'm actually going to end this episode off here. In the next episode, we will head out for that shutdown Pokemon Unitas lab and see what's really going on. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!